Yo, what's up, man? I'm Manice. I'm with my brother, yo, Breezy Mongz. And yo, this is the Gentship corner. This is the new improved Gentship corner. Look how
Yes.
the setup is. Things are a bit different, as you can see. But yo, man, this is Gentship. This is the Gentship brothers, and it is what it is,
Yes,
man.
yes.
And we're coming through with a new episode.
Yes.
So yeah, man, Breezy, what you gotta say, man?
No, man, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you're saying that this is the new and improved
Yeah.
Gentship corner, but yes, it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, welcome, man. When I said it, I go by the name of Breezy Mongz. And yeah, we back in the corner. I was gonna say, my friend, which direction now do you think that we as a Gentship crew are heading right now? Heading towards right now. Which direction do you think that we are on or we are going towards?
Yo, man. I could say that we really growing the brand on different platforms and different channels. I don't know if we've seen recently, like, there's a lot of activity and engagement on our social media, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. As you can see, YouTube is growing a bit. There's a lot of views, but in general, we really want to just grow the brand to the next level. And there's a lot of things we're gonna be introducing. There's songs we're gonna be releasing. There's obviously the Gentship Corner podcast. So those are some of the stuff. Obviously, we wanna introduce some merch for the fans. But once it's ready, you guys will be the first to know. And it's gonna be exciting times. But it's really about increasing the exposure and the awareness of the Gentship brand, and it can really just go into many different things, but it's all about taking that first step and seeing what the next level would be.
Looks like.
And I'm loving the momentum. I'm enjoying the momentum, the engagement, so it's really interesting to see where exactly it's gonna go. But from our side, it's really about increasing the brand awareness and taking it to the next level.
Yeah, I think you're on point there, bro. Definitely, if we wanna see GS being bigger than already it is right now. The music is definitely coming with the music, and we're gonna make sure that we do that by coming with the music, because that's our background. And also with the pod, like you say, we at the corner, like week in, week out, we're gonna chill by the corner. I don't know, but we're gonna try to work as much as we can to make sure that we push more as far as pushing the visibility and the awareness around the Gentship brand. A couple of things that are still in the pipeline, like you say, but we can't disclose them at this stage now, because it might be very prematurely. But a couple of things that are in the pipelines that we definitely will be coming with, and making sure that the GS brand or the GS crew takes part of those. You understand? But one thing that I can say, man, is for the time being, I enjoy the fact that I can get up here, and express myself, especially in terms of how I feel on a week in, week out basis. Either I'm struggling with the music, or either I'm prospering with the music, or I'm winning with the music. At least now, I like the fact that I'm able now to get on a platform that I know that I can work on a weekly basis. I can know that at least I can judge my progress based on the amount of effort that I'm putting in. And I feel like the corner honestly is going to help me, or help us to gauge that, and to really understand it in terms of how far we're willing to work, or how far we're working to move GA's or the Gentship logo or the Gentship brand into the next level, man, because there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential, and we definitely want to explore all avenues to make sure that we reach our fullest potential. You understand? Like and I always say, man, it's either we're gonna not do it or do it. You understand? And if we're gonna do it, we have to really do it with the whole heart. You understand? We're not just gonna do it and just do it when people are watching. We're gonna do it still when people is not watching.
True.
You understand? So I think that's the type or the vibe that I'm actually on right now. But do you think maybe, my friend, that we have maybe like the proper resources in place to actually take a GS or the Gentship into the next level? According to your perspective.
Yeah, when you're thinking about like resources or money or whatever type of investment, you as a person, you just have to judge what is needed, or what are you able to afford, or what are you able to put down, whether it's time, whether it's money, and whether it's general investment in your skill.
That is a fact.
So even like when you're talking about like the Gentship brand, obviously money is going to be an element in the industry that we're in, because entertainment, you need to buy cameras. So especially when you're doing a podcast, you need to get the cameras, you need to get the mic, you need to get all these type of things. So with us,
remember, but we're just saying podcast, but remember, we're not just doing the podcast.
Yeah, it's the music as well. You gotta get the studio, you gotta get the software, you gotta get, you gotta even pay to distribute your songs, depending on how you want to distribute. Because every artist is different; they have their own plans. But when you're thinking about like Gentship and with us, we make that. Let's talk finances. We make that financial investment, depending on what we need at the particular moment. We'll probably get it so that we put value into the brand, whatever, whether it's a mic or whether it's software or whatever it is. And when you're looking at the larger or larger investment, we have to obviously plan and think about it, because we don't have crazy money. We have to use what we already have, and we have to plan. So those are obviously, that comes with some of the challenges, but it's just about us, like how we usually are. Like we communicate and say, my guy, we got to do 1 2 1 2. Nah. We got, maybe there's a song we want to release. There has to be a plan or whatnot. If there's any financial investment,
we know it needs to come to the party.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We put the money down. So whatever plan that we're having, it's gonna be seamless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even with time management, because time is important, man. You gotta have time to be doing like all this stuff, whether it's time in studio, time writing the verses, you know what I'm saying, preparing a script for podcast, or time to go out shooting visuals or stuff like that. You have to make time, and that's where planning comes in.
And that time is money too.
Time is money.
You understand? Because and the reason why I'm saying, because it can be your time can be reciprocated into money.
Yeah,
you understand? And if, like, simple typical example, if somebody was paying you for that specific day for not to occupy your time, you was definitely gonna take that time and give it to that person.
Yeah,
you understand? But because maybe now you know that you have that free space or that free time during that 1 or 2 days, then you take that time because that's your money, and then you invest it in something that you know that is gonna bring in like a long-term investment into the podcast, or not into the brand, into the brand. Yeah, true. No, I think I like how you said it. Then you said that you need to actually find short-term value so that you can create as long-term investment.
Exactly.
You understand? And our short-term value, making sure that we get in the mic, making sure that, because ultimately before we started recording a song, before we could even start recording one song, we really needed that mic.
Yeah.
And after we got that first mic, and then that first mic got us to recording 1 or 2 songs that
get the audio box. You got the audio boxes so you can.
You understand?
And
at the later stage, after you get all of those things, you understand that, okay, now this seems like a full-on goal that you can invest on. You understand? But you need to keep on creating those smaller values that are aiding
those
into
small steps, those small strides. That I mean, like, whatever idea you have, you have to start with that one thing. Like, since we're in the digital world, like digital era now, most likely you need a phone or a light or something like that. You'd have to put money together, make sure that, okay, fine, let me get this. Then the next step is, okay, fine, let me get a, like I said, mic, or let me get and then you move on to those large investments like
Yeah,
a
true.
laptop
True.
or a full-on like camera
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. But like yeah, that term that you need to invest short term so that you get that long-term investment and rewards.
True. And still be able to talk on that long term scale.
Yeah,
You understand?
because I think it was you did mention that the journey is the best story. That when you're in the process, people when they watch like how you started, the journey says a lot.
True.
You know, you started at point A, you went to point B, then point C, and you can actually see the progress. So then actually when people actually watch, you be like, wow.
Yeah. No. That's why your journey, and remember, everybody has their own journey. But I think what differentiate or what makes your journey stands out is the hardships that you go through. You understand? Like if you're gonna go through some hardships and you are able to maybe share it with whoever your audience is, and they are able to explore it with you and say, you know what, I can really see that this person's drive and this person's passion is here, but because of this and that he's unable to get there. That journey, when you get to a stage where now you're starting to do good or starting to do better, the people who saw you when you were really at like the beginning of your journey, like they are able to appreciate those moments with you so much because they understand your journey. Understand? So honestly, it's important, and not everybody have their own journey. You understand? But just understand that like we all say, man, in the English books, Rome was not built in one day. You understand?
Yeah.
Everything starts with that first step. You understand? We like even the first GS songs that we record are not even out there on the social streams. The very first, maybe Pampiri.
Yeah, maybe Pampiri because probably the video is on YouTube
the video is still on
somewhere.
YouTube somewhere. You understand? Yeah, maybe Pampiri. Pampiri is one of the 2 songs that we ever started recording. You understand?
Oh shit! Yeah.
You understand? Those is one of the songs. You understand? So, but and if you go listen to Pampiri, and if you go even check the video, because of unfortunately, I think, let me say, unfortunately, there was a video that we sort of like shot like way back in the day.
Yeah.
For Pampiri as well. You can see and you can tell that the visuals wasn't looking like how the visuals look now.
Yeah.
You understand? You can tell that, you know. So it's that, man. Like you understand that. I think people are able to appreciate it more when they see that, you know, when they see that transition. So, and I think I'm saying this to say that, man, at the end of the day, the resources is whatever that you have at your disposal, do it or use it to the best of your ability.
True.
To make sure that it creates maybe another value for you that can help you get to those those long-term rewards, or you understand? So but and this goes back to the conversation that I had on one of the previous corner clips, where I was saying that, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes you just it boils down to improvisation. You understand? It boils down to you having to improvise. You know, it just boils down to you having to just use whatever that you have in front of you to just produce some sort of a product that you can give people at that specific time. You understand? Because unfortunately, man, if you stay off for a long time, man, people go, they jump ship. They leave you, they go to the next person. You understand? Because at the end of the day, there's still a lot of people. Not that we cannot coexist, we can coexist, but the most important thing, especially if you are a creator, I think it's just best for you to just keep your audience captivated. And captivated is just create as much content as you can possibly do. You understand?
True. You hit it on the nail, and like that's why, you know, I believe that we're using like this particular channel to communicate our journey and obviously grow the brand at the same time, because sometimes you need especially when you're looking at Gentship as a brand, and obviously the artists, nice Breezy High, you need that story or something to connect. You know what I'm saying? So this is like always our opportunity to communicate what we really want to communicate to the fans and obviously the people that follow the brand and support the brand, and you know to collaborate and just see where it goes. You know?
And I think I just want to say this, man. When I like we said, like there's so many things that has kept us rapping for a very long time to this day.
Yeah,
you understand. And since with I can say since with the pandemic and stuff, we haven't really been seeing people physically where you can interact with them and tell you, my guy, you're really good and you rap nice, and then they give you that rap. But I can tell you that, man, there's people, man, that told me long time ago that, my guy, I think you're very good, and I feel like whatever that you're doing can go and touch somebody out there. So I know that it might look there might be the road might look very rough for you or very hard for you to go through, but I wish you can continue doing that, because of I feel like if I can relate to what you're saying, I'm sure there's more people who can relate to what you say. And not to guess me up, but people used to say that, and to tell you the truth, what really kept me going, sometimes what makes me write this lyric sometimes is because of I know that last time when somebody really had me and they said that, you know what, my friend, I really like, thank God that you're doing this, because I feel like you're very good, and continue doing it. You understand? Even though sometimes I go somewhere and I get like 100 people, and only one of those 100 people is gonna come to me and say that. I don't need 10,000 people. You understand? But that one specific person, if they came to me and said that, I know that those are the people that I represent. You understand? And I'm sure if there's one person that feels like that, I'm sure there's other people that can feel like that. So those are the people that I represent, and I really want to keep on doing this thing for, because of again, I want to use myself as a vessel to make the world a better place at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And for not necessarily myself, because I feel like my time might not be, you understand, still handsome, but for my kids.
Yeah.
You know, I want to make the world a better place for my kids, man. If I can make the world a better place for my kids, I think I'll be the best father ever live. You understand? So most of the shit that we do, man, we be doing it so that the generation that comes after us, or the people that comes after us, honestly, they just see it as better. Or like, you know what, these people showed us the way.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as much as it was hard for them to go through, it shouldn't necessarily be so hard for us, because they showed us the way.
Yeah, it's all about passing the baton. Pass it on and let the race, let them run, let the race continue, man. Because you pass it on, and then the next gen will just have to continue.
Yeah.
It's just
so everything you do it yourself, man. Everything you do it yourself. You invest your own stuff. If push comes to shove, you make your own beats, my friend. If push comes to shove, you make your own beats.
True.
And as much as I sometimes feel like it's very hard for me to rap on a beat that I just made, but if that's the only option that you have at the moment, you know, don't go out, you know, knocking on doors that are not gonna open, my friend. Create a door for yourself and create a door and open it. You understand? It might not necessarily get you into the room that you wanted to go into, but it might get you in a passage or into some secret other room that is gonna connect you to another room that is So just create your own opportunities.
Yeah, it's all about starting.
And speaking of opportunities, my friend, I was gonna say, I think this is the perfect time for us to speak about. You remember there was this other boy that I was telling you about from my hood, that I said that I really would like us to actually co-sign him, but not necessarily co-sign him, but I actually want him to be like GS, you understand? But he can still be his own branch, but I really want him to be part of our movement, and I want us to enable him coming through. You understand? And the only reason why I want that, because nobody did that for us, man. When I was young, when I was maybe 10, 11, or I don't know, maybe when I started rapping, when I told people around me and I told my friends that I wanted to rap, people thought that I was mad. And now people thought that I'm trying to do something that, like, a child can never become anything from doing that. You understand? So I don't want the same experience be the same experience that I went through be the same thing that these boys that are coming after us are gonna go through. You understand? This other boy came through one time. He said, "My friend, my brother, I would really like to do this." And I was like, "Okay, if you really think you like to do this, just focus on your grades. And if your grades are good, I'm sure we can definitely take it. But I wanna give you my word for now that I'm gonna co-sign your stuff. I'm gonna be on the lookout, and I just hope that you work more on your grades and more on your craft, just to make sure that you master it and stuff like that." But that's one person also that I feel like, you know what, I'm willing to bet, and I'm sure there's gonna be more, because like I say, GS, we need to be able to enable people, and we wants to enable people. But yeah, that boy, I'm willing to just bet my money on him and say, you know what, I know that we still self-funding ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that is a phrase.
Yeah, well, it's understood. It's understandable.
We still self-funding ourselves.
Yeah.
You understand? But I do not mind it to just let him hop on. You understand?
Yeah, man, because it's collaboration. You can do so much.
True.
So you can do so much with collaboration.
And
whether it's you like mentoring a prodigy or someone who's coming up, you know, you're gonna learn something from them, and they're most definitely gonna learn something from you. Because you know, you can't close the door on the younger generation, or delay the door from opening for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they coming with it's a new era. What they know, you likely don't know.
Yeah, what they know, you don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
What's really popping with them right now, you
really don't know.
You really don't
So when they say, "Hey man, where there's a wave of black guys, you need to focus here," and if you're that generation and you don't want to actually listen, you chances are you're gonna be missing out. You know what I'm saying? So we always have to open that door for these young guys, man, because like how you saying, they need the support that we actually never got.
No, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
They do 1000%. I wish somebody would have supported us, because if somebody, like, I think with lights out, if we've got somebody who have supported us, we would have been far right now.
Yeah.
Somebody would have just listened to us and say, I don't just want to listen to you guys for me to come maybe rob you, or for me to come and make a buck of you, but I want to listen to you guys and take you take you in and make sure guide you guys to the next phase.
Yeah.
Understand? I remember one time this other lady had me rap at a cypher, and she's like, you know what, I need to connect you with somebody. And to this day, I still speak with the lady, and just maybe now, because it's been a while, we lost contact and stuff like that. But I'm sure even if she saw me one day, she'd be like, "Hi, how's it? Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And because she knows me
She knows,
well.
yeah.
And she knows me from a cypher where I was just spitting, and then she had me spit, and she's like, "No, I need to connect with somebody." And I know a cousin of my cousin, because she said, I think a cousin of somebody was with the guy who used to be in Boom Shaka, like back in the day. And that guy, they still had like a stable in there, and then they were still doing some stuff. So he thought that if I went and rap for those guys, maybe those guys might be impressed, and they might work something. She said, "I don't want them to give you a deal, but maybe let me just take you and bring you to somebody who's more exposed,
a different space.
Thank you, and then let's hear what they say, because I feel like you got it." And well, we went, and we never found the guy, and we went like a couple of times, but and every single time we went, we never find the guy, and because I was only this much busy, and she was also, we couldn't keep on going. But that's somebody that I know that, yeah, she genuinely wanted to help, and she wanted to help not because she said I have money and I want to help you with money, but she wanted to help to say, you know what, I feel like if I can just give you a connect, and I think that's the only thing that you need from me, or that's the only thing that possibly I can help you with, and let me just do that. And she tried, man, but she couldn't. So
No, but you see, that's what it's all about. It's just about if you are in a position or you are able to open the door for someone or lend a helping hand, then I think you should. Not should, but it's a human thing to do.
Yeah.
Let me see it
It's
like
a humanly thing to do.
Yes, a humanly thing to do. It's a humanly thing to do. There's no other way you could like really categorize it. But I just wanted us just obviously to end on that note, and we'll probably see what we could talk about on the next episode of the next topic. Yeah. So thanks.